Hey, besties!
I went high this time.
I love that. I was telling myself over and over in my head, it's hey, besties, it's hey, besties, it's hey,
Many
besties.
times I have to edit out because Tiffany's like,
Hey, guys!
and I'm like, girl, absolutely not.
I'm just so used to that.
We are on episode 12 and the finale of our season.
Yes.
We are going back to school this week. We aren't. The kids are. Back to school this week. Kids start back on Thursday.
We're going to have a whole new routine that we're going to have to get used to.
I know.
So much. So we're ending the season, 12 episodes in. I mean, I think this is the longest season we've had. I think we ended the other ones at like 10 around.
I think we had one season that was 13.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We're going to take a little hiatus to kind of get our lives on track. We have a bunch of stuff coming up in August and September.
Yes.
So we might be back maybe around October once we're in more of a groove.
Yeah.
And we have some cool announcements that'll be coming in October also.
Yep.
So that is it. We're back to school. Tiffany and I are going on another cruise this weekend.
I feel so bad saying that, but I'm like, yes.
But to be
so
fair, because I know we're going to get tons of comments of people being like, all you guys do is go on cruises. We paid for separate cruises ourselves. We are being hosted by Virgin Voyages again for our second time, but we each did individually pay for.
We did.
To take our spouses. We paid for those.
And we also waited. Like, I think people see the videos and they think we're constantly going on vacation. There was a guy who said, like, when do you guys never go on vacation? And I'm like,
life's a vacation.
Batching our content. So, like, we haven't been out and about in a minute. I'm so excited. We need this. I need a vacation. I know people think we just went on vacation last week. No, we've been home with the kids, preparing for school, crying a little bit.
Your cruise is in May, right?
My cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was May. It was Mother's Day and Mike's birthday.
Yeah, mine was in June. So, I mean, it's been a minute. It's August.
Exactly. I like how we went from, like, never doing cruises a day in our lives to just
3
cruise.
This will be our third cruise this year.
No regrets. I
love that for us.
I didn't think I would like cruises. I didn't think we would be cruising girls just because, one, being stuck on a ship, two, being scared of the seasickness stuff. And then thinking you'd get bored. And honestly, guys, you have to do it.
I think we honestly, like, love cruises so much because we haven't taken the kids on a cruise.
I know. Yeah, I think that might be stressful.
Adults. Yeah. I would love to take them on a cruise. I've been saying it for a while. Like, I would love to take them on a Disney cruise.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it'd be fun. I think Disney would probably be better. I feel like when you take your kids on, like, Carnival or, like, Royal, there's just, like, naughtier kids there, and I just don't want the kids around that. Like, you can't even drop them off at the kid place without being concerned. Mm-hmm. But I feel like at the Disney Cruise Line, that's just going to be, I don't know why I'm stereotyping, like, what kids go on ships, but I just feel like the kids are going to be more, like, well-behaved.
Well,
with how expensive it is, I would hope that these damn kids are well-behaved.
Well, we went on Carnival, and the kids were, like, out of control.
The kids didn't even have their parents. They were running around. Like, it's just, no, not okay.
Yeah. It was a no for me. But, so we're doing that. We're leaving on Sunday, this Sunday coming up. So when you guys are listening to this Sunday, 13th, I think?
Yeah, we're going to be on our way to Miami.
We'll be on our way to Miami.
We're going to Mexico this time.
Hey!
I'm so excited. We both have never been to Mexico ever.
Yep.
I think we're doing Cozumel and Playa del Carmen. Not Karma. Carmen.
Karma? Okay, I will not say that again, and don't say it on the cruise.
I know. I'm super excited just because I'm curious. Like, I'd never looked at, like, beaches in Mexico. Like,
well, I remember, like, our first, when we were picking our first Virgin Voyages cruise, I was really scared to go to Mexico. I was like, we're not going to Mexico. But seeing, like, how safe, I think it's because on my first cruise, when we went with your mom, we only went to the Bahamas, right? And we stayed in that one spot, and then we came back, and I was like, absolutely not. Like, I thought it was like, we're going to be running around the Dominican Republic, we're going to be running around Mexico, and it's like there's specific little island spots that feel very safe. So I think
even outside of the Dominican, when Mike and I did it, you can still go a little bit further than what we did, and it's still very much, like, safe.
Yeah.
You just have to know where you're going, and I think because we didn't overgo, we were like, I'm not trying to get kidnapped.
Yeah, exactly. So, definitely feel a lot more safe. Mm-hmm. So I think that we maybe explore the safe parts a
Yeah.
little
And
more
making
now.
friends. We made friends when
Yeah.
Mike and I went, and it was easier to go as a group. And I think if we have a group that it's like, hey, whatever you guys are doing in Mexico, if you guys want to go get tacos, because I want some authentic Mexican tacos, let us know. We'll mute you and let's go in a safe group of like 6 or 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I really, really want tacos.
I really want tacos too. I'm so excited. And I feel like we're just such like seasoned veterans now. We know exactly what we're going to do on this cruise, what content we want to get, what restaurants to go to. Like, I'm so excited. I also
get gas beforehand, so we're not searching for a gas station.
Get gas beforehand. Just they have a lot of new stuff too. So I guess they're doing like a food and drink.
Eat and drink festival.
Yeah, which is super cool. They're doing it in August and September. So we're going to be there for that, which is great. Because originally we were talking about going in like November, but it didn't work out with the holidays and stuff because we would have had to miss Thanksgiving. So we decided to go now. And yeah, they have like a smoothie bar crawl. And I'm like,
I know, I'm excited.
That could be me.
They have new bar crawls. They have a bar crawl called, I think it's 7 C sippers or 7 sippers, something like that. It's S related, where they have 7 new drinks that you can do a bar crawl, not the typical bar crawl that Megan and I have done before with new drinks. I sent you the new drinks. One of them is like a pumpkin pie martini.
It's like a pumpkin.
Or like a pumpkin spiced martini.
It's like an espresso martini.
Yeah.
It has like pumpkin cold brew in it. And I was like,
that looks so good.
That's what I'm going to be drinking the whole cruise. Because last cruise I went on with Travis, I stayed drinking espresso martinis. They were delicious.
I love that. I love that they're already doing pumpkin stuff. Like they're like, I'm not waiting until September. They have a smoothie crawl that you can do. And they're going to have like delectable delights. They don't really talk about what's going on. They're trying to keep it as a surprise. But we got lucky because we're going to be going in the, second or third week of August. So we're going to be one of the first people. I'm going to spill all the tea, though. I hate surprises. I looked everywhere. Like, someone needs to tell me what the fuck they're doing.
I know. I'm so excited, though. But that's not what this podcast is about.
No. But we are excited.
We are excited. So if you guys are not following us on all socials, make sure you are. We're Moms of Tampa everywhere. We're going to be doing a vlog out there. We're going to be doing TikToks and reels out there, and we'll be on our stories, obviously. So
and an Amazon, because so many people were asking us to do a what to pack on a cruise.
Oh yeah, we should do that. I have to pack and stuff anyway, so
samesies.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe like Friday or Saturday, because I do need to get packed. I just did all my laundry yesterday. They had a complete like a reset day.
I have yet to do laundry, but every time we're on the podcast, girl, I'm talking about laundry.
I'm like, you need help, ma'am.
So much.
But so like I said, we're going back to school. We are done school supply shopping. I think the last thing is Michael's lunchbox, which I'm going to pick up today.
Yes.
Can we talk about these school supply lists?
It was insane. Did you buy anything off of that art list?
No, he doesn't even have art, thank God.
Oh, he doesn't? Okay, good. Because, bitch, I was looking at some of them. And first of all, it's not even like Crayola themed stuff. Like, it's like legit artist brands. Yeah. And I'm sorry, Michael's never told me he wanted to be Picasso. So why am I going to spend that money for?
I know. And you know what's crazy? Okay, so they sent out, and I don't know if y'all's kids' schools are like this, but they sent out a mass list of like things that your kids are probably going to need. Great. Mind you, the kids go to school on Thursday. Yeah. And they're sending out like individual lists now. And I'm like, I understand. Great. They're getting the kids' schedules together. And like, we know that Michael has robotics, and we know that his math teacher sent out like her individual list. And it's like, we needed to buy stuff like 2 weeks ago when it was on sale, like, during the non-tax season or whatever. Like, I understand y'all are sending out your list now, but it's like cutting it close. Like, don't be sending me your individual list now.
They're coming out with Halloween stuff out. Like, the back to school season is gone. Like, the stores are now doing Halloween stuff.
And they're like, at open house, which is tomorrow for us, they're like, we'll send out lists for the rest of the classes. And I'm like,
so what was the first list?
The first one they sent was when we got his homeroom.
But I mean that first list that even I had, like where it said like, no 6th graders
on their website.
And it was chaotic. Like, I don't know if the lists are like this. God. It literally had like a 7th grade list, and then it had like a 6th and 7th graders possibly list, and then if you're in Spanish or art and you're in 6th, 7th, or 8th possibly list. Like,
but the kids' schedules wasn't even out. Yeah. So like, I'm glad we didn't buy anything off the art list because Michael didn't get art, and it was his third choice. So he picked robotics first, and then he picked band, and then art. And I'm like, what if I did buy that stuff?
I know. That would have sucked.
It was just a mess. And I understand. Listen, we need to pay our teachers more. We do.
There's a teacher shortage here.
I know.
In Hillsborough and Pinellas.
Trust me, I know. Remember last year?
Mm-hmm.
They were, like, trying to bring in veterans and stuff to, like, come in and teach the classes.
Anyone to teach the classroom.
Yep. Teachers came out of retirement to help out. We need to pay our teachers more.
Yeah.
For sure. We need a bigger budget for teachers. Can we talk about this list?
It's insane.
Every single kid in Bryce's class, so they have to bring, the boys have to bring gallon-size Ziplocs, 2 packs. The girls have to bring sandwich-size 2 packs. Everyone has to bring black, Expo markers, the ones that they write on the board with.
Oh, dry erase.
Yeah. Like, all of these things, and I'm like, is Bryce gonna be, like... I know they're for the teachers, but, like... Damn.
What sucks about those things is I know that there's parents out there that are like, I'm not going to buy that because other people are, but it's not fair. Like, why am I going to put the money down and other parents don't? And then when you get that list again mid-year when you need more stuff.
You're like, I already did.
Yeah, that motherfucking parent needs to contribute because there's some parents who are like, that's not my responsibility.
I know.
It's either required for everyone or it's not. Like.
Yep, I am always, whenever the teacher, like when she sends me progress reports or whatever, especially with Bryce, every time we get off the phone, I'm like, is there anything you need for your classrooms? Yes, I need this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, great. And I send it to school with Bryce.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always that parent that's contributing, sending hand sanitizer in. If I see Lysol wipes or BOGO, even though she doesn't ask for them, I know my kid alone is gross. And I know she needs to use a lot of Lysol wipes. Tissues, hand sanitizer. You know Bryce is super picky about his hands being dirty and stuff. I'm always sending in extra tissues because I know Bryce was sick a lot last year. So if I see tissues or something on sale, I'll just send them in whether she's asking or not. I just feel really bad. I feel so bad that the teachers, it's not their responsibility to have to pay all this stuff. But at the same time, it's like, damn, like...
Or when they do that,
so expensive.
The community stuff, when they take all the kids' stuff and they put it together, because there's some kids who didn't get crayons or markers and be like, do I feel bad for that kid? Yeah, but like, it's not, I'm not here to provide for that kid. Like, if the parents choose to, it's one thing if they don't have the money to and they can talk to the teacher about it. But there's parents who are like, I'm not buying that.
Well, that's a whole thing too, is like, not having the money, trust me, I get it. I was that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've talked about it on here. I was not a wealthy kid by any means growing up. We would be the ones at the school drives or whatever. There's tons of resources to reach out to.
There is resources to help you out. There was so many supplies that were given out at that back to school bash. Like, it was insane.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to actually participate.
Yeah, you have to go.
Don't just give up and make it someone else's responsibility. And if you have the money for it and you just don't want to, that's a whole nother thing.
Yeah, I mean, that definitely irritates me a little bit I liked Bryce's class, Miss Page, last year. She was very specific in her things. She was like, we need Crayola crayons. We need blah, 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 blah. Because, I'm not sure if they did the whole pile thing where everyone just comes in. Because I remember when Michael was in elementary school, they would just have like big bins. And you would throw the school supplies in each one. And I'm like, why am I spending, like $7 on this huge pack of crayons? But Michael's getting stuck with the Rose Art 8-pack, And I'm like, that's not fair. Like, I spent all this extra money so he would have like nicer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's not even using it.
Yeah, and it really pissed me off too. It's because Michael's left-handed. So I had to buy like left-handed scissors, like I bought like some of the left-handed notebooks or whatever. So he wasn't getting that thing on his, for it to be thrown in the community pile. And now he's stuck with the right-handed scissors. And I'm like, he needs the left-handed ones though.
It defeats the whole purpose.
I know. I'm like, I'm buying like the nicer folders and the nicer binders, and it's all being thrown in the little community pile. And again, like you said, like I get that they want to make sure all the kids are taken care of, but at the same time, it's like side eye.
Yeah, it's not taken care of equally if someone else is getting the nicer stuff, and then like our kids are ending up with the shitty stuff. Like, there
when I paid
has
for
to
the
be
nicer
some
stuff.
sort of compromise.
No, I just write his name on everything now, like the folders and stuff. I go in and. One year, they specifically said, like, don't write your name. I did it anyway.
Yeah.
I was like, if you guys need extra pencils for other kids, I will go to...
Ask.
Yeah, I will bring extra supplies. It's not going to be the $7 ones or whatever, but I have no problem throwing a couple dollars or a gift card to the teacher and be like, hey, buy what you need.
Yeah.
But don't take my kids' stuff away.
Yeah, exactly.
That I bought specifically for them.
Exactly. No, I agree. Keeping the kids, letting them have their school supply stuff, but if you need, like, a community or, like, a... hey, I don't have this stuff. Well, it's not going to be as nice, but yeah, we can help out. Like, but don't take the high
Yeah.
quality stuff.
Even like the glue sticks. Like I always try to buy like the Elmer's glue sticks because girl, half the stuff price, and I can tell when he gets the shitty glues because he gets that Target lane, the stuff's falling off, and I'm like having to re-glue it at home. And I'm like,
so funny, but that's so true. I've seen Bryce come back with stuff, and it's just like
I know,
barely hanging on.
And I'm like, I know someone used that Walmart brand glue. Elmer's would never.
I know, that is so funny. No, it's been insane. Even the backpacks, we literally had. I don't know if you guys need to comment and let us know because Mike and I had this healthy discussion.
I love the healthy discussion.
Mike,
it's the cat hair for me.
Mike was talking about, I was talking about how I was going to go backpack shopping with Michael. And Mike was like, why? He has a backpack in his room. He has two, actually, technically. His sixth grade and his fifth grade backpack are in the room. And Michael's like, why doesn't he use just one of those backpacks? And I was like astounded. And I was like, the hell? Why?
What the hell?
I was like, it's like tradition. Like you, like the exciting part of back to school is you get to pick a whole new backpack. You basically have a whole new identity every year. You start fresh. And Mike was saying, he asked, we were at Kohl's, he asked the guy behind him, he's like, did you get a new backpack every year? And the guy was like, no. And I was like, I'm sorry, your parents didn't love you, but I'm not doing that to my child. I'm like, no. God. And Mike asked my mom, he's like, why did you do that? She's like, why not? She's like, they should be able to get a new backpack every year. It's a brand new start of the new school year. They change styles. They want to, impress the kids and stuff. And I think Mike said something. He's like, Megan probably never got a new backpack. And I think I asked you and you were like, yeah, I did. And I was like, suck it, bitch.
So I have some thoughts on here because I am very pro, like, yes, get a new backpack. And I'll tell you why. One, I think, like I said, my mom, we didn't grow up super rich. And it was like the one thing that didn't cost a lot of money that my mom could give me a new backpack. But there was an exception. And I think I told you this exception too. Yeah, if I got a new backpack, it was like one of the cheaper character ones. And I could get a new backpack every year. And I usually I get like My Little Pony, Barbie, Pokemon, whatever it was. But as I got older and I never got a JanSport backpack. That's what I wanted.
Really?
But my mom couldn't afford. They're $7 backpacks. Yeah. So my mom never got me one of those. But I did end up getting like a nicer, it was like a $25 backpack or whatever. That was just plain and it was black. And my mom's like, okay, if you want one of these, this will be your backpack because it was like an investment. It was a nicer quality backpack. And I used that backpack until I finished school. But also backpacks get like super dirty. Like on the inside.
They get super dirty. They break. They don't fit like all of the stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So what my mom did, which is probably what helped us out. We got a new backpack every year. We got to pick our backpacks. No holding back. My ass was my ass. I was the girl who, when Juicy Couture came out with those big ass purses, and I was like, "That's gonna be my backpack." Don't. Do you know what the Juicy Couture purses look like?
Maybe I would have to see.
Girl, they were how many years? We're 4 years apart, so I don't know if they were gonna cool when you were doing it, but
I'm sure they were. But I was like very emo, so
Juicy Couture purses are very, very girly.
I don't really, even to this day, I don't know a lot about designer purses. I did get a designer water cup though. Your girl got a Stanley. Girl, I'd never seen that before in my life. What the hell is that? Looks like a travel bag.
Juicy Couture purse. Like that was the thing.
Were they all pink?
No, they were different colors, but they were all like velour style, like this. They had the ribbon, pink ribbon, or there were different color ribbons. It came with like a little charm on the side. Cute as hell. And I was
never saw one of those.
Need that.
But I did get a knockoff velour outfit from Target. It was baby blue.
Did you? Oh, they're in the tracksuit light?
Yeah.
I love
when
that.
I was in middle school, my mom's cousin got one for me because she used to take me back to school shopping.
I love that.
It was great.
That was what I wanted. I wanted the cutest, pinkest, girliest things. But the thing with the back to school, shopping, my mom never actually had to shop for school supplies. Because what she did when we were super, super little, like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, when everything was like a penny or 5 pennies, when things are super cheap, not like the deals that they have now. Yeah, they had you can buy pencils for a penny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. My mom would buy 30 of them. So we had a bin that my mom would literally go through with school supplies every single year. She probably refilled that bin maybe every 5 or 6 years. So she really didn't spend money on school supplies. So she just spent it on the backpack, and the lunchbox was the only thing we needed. I don't think we even had lunch boxes. We were doing school lunches. But yeah, I was like, that's the thing that I was so excited for because, well, besides, buying clothes
Mm-hmm.
for school. But I was like, I can't wait to buy like the cutest, super amazing backpack. The Roxy backpacks that couldn't fit shit in it, but I was like, it's cute. I'll just carry everything. So you would see me with my backpack and all my books in my hand.
I did too. I remember carrying books a lot too.
And I had a locker.
I had a locker too.
And I was still
Which
carrying
Michael doesn't
shit.
have a fucking locker.
But
Can we
there's
talk
lockers
about
in the
that?
school.
Yeah. So, and did you see this? The parents page. The parents are getting pissed.
Really? I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
So apparently, the school that Michael and Bryce goes to, this is their second year being open.
Yes.
Last year was the maiden voyage of the school.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, not me talking like I was still on
I
the
don't
like
know.
I don't know. So this year, we were all thinking that the kids were going to get lockers. So the backpacks were so heavy last year for the kids. People were weighing their kids' backpacks 15 pounds, 15, 16 pounds, these backpacks. So
the straps were practically breaking because they were
off.
so fucking heavy and bulky.
So they were saying that the kids were going to get lockers this year, and I guess the parents were asking about lockers and stuff, and the vice principal was like, we're not doing lockers this year, and the parents are pissed.
So why have them? That just
I
makes
don't
no fucking sense.
know.
And granted, I know that they're limited, so they don't have enough for all the students, and I get that. But then at least have it where the older kids, who technically have more books and stuff, get to have the lockers, or even the 8th graders, where Michael has to wait one more year. But not leave these fucking lockers empty.
I know. I don't know. So last year they had a really small 7th grade class, and they didn't even have an 8th grade class last year because there weren't enough kids. So this year will be the first year that they have an 8th grade class. So I don't know if the 8th grade, I'm not in the 8th grade. So how the Facebook thing works is there's like a main parents page, and then they have like individual.
By grades. Which were the wrong ones. Or I'm in the wrong ones.
I'm in the right one. I unsubscribed to the 6th grade.
No, I'm in the 6th grade and the kindergarten one. Then I saw people were getting Mrs. Page, and I was like, oh, Bryce had it.
I commented on that. I was like, she's great. I loved her. No, I joined the 7th and 1st grade one, which is how I knew that little girl was in Bryce's class. Because she commented on it, and I was like, oh, cool. But yeah, so people are pissed because the lockers aren't getting used. And I feel so bad for Michael because, he has a PE locker.
Mm-hmm.
You can't shove your books and shit in there. So he didn't even use his PE locker last year. His PE clothes were like stuffed in the bottom of his backpack.
Oh, I love that. That's why I stunk so much.
Honestly, like
his backpack this year, and I feel bad because looking at backpacks with Michael, we were more looking at what had most storage compared to like what was the coolest looking backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he wanted a cool backpack.
Yeah, he wanted a plain one.
Yeah, he wanted it as plain and boring as possible. And I was like, you're joking. And I was like, look at this one. Look at
That's
that
my
one.
Kid.
Ugh. But anyways,
black.
Jansport has a bunch of like different kinds of backpacks. They have like a simple backpack with like one zipper in one area, and then they have like 2 or 3. I was like, let's go for the biggest one because I just don't know what you need. Mm-hmm. And I was like, if you have it too big, then you have it too big, And I felt bad because I was like, well, let's see what it looks like on other kids. Man, those backpacks look huge on other kids. But there was other kids smaller, 4th, 3rd grade, who were carrying the same backpack. Yeah. So I was like, okay, Michael's not going to stand out. But I was like, damn. I was going to ask him if he wanted a rolling one, but like I feel like no kid wants that.
You can't have a rolling backpack.
You can't?
Mm-mm.
Why?
Nope, no rolling backpacks. I guess it's because it takes up a lot of space in the hallways. I don't know.
So does your backache and hospital bills.
No rolling backpacks. Also, they said that they were like, yeah, they were like copying and pasting what the vice principal said, and they were saying something about like they're able to leave their binders in class.
Okay.
And I was like, that's not true, because they said last year they said that they would be doing the same thing that they did last year and be able to leave binders. I was like, Michael came home with every single binder last year. There was no leaving.
Yeah.
He had every single book, every single workbook, binder, everything in there. Like, he wasn't able to leave stuff in his class. So I'm going to ask tomorrow
to see
his teacher, like, what can we do about this? Because luckily for him, he was able to... His language arts teacher and his reading teacher got together and they were able to combine it into one binder.
Yeah, to make
But some kids weren't so lucky if they didn't have her.
Yeah. Speaking of backpacks, though, I just totally forgot because I saw someone commented on it and I actually looked it up. There's some states that are starting to do that clear backpacks. You can't have like the designer backpacks anymore. One breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Because I see my siblings, or at least when they were younger, they also had to do the clear backpack rule, which I know it's about safety and stuff, but talk about taking creativity from the kids. There is not a lot of clear backpacks out there. Like, you're really limited to specific ones.
That's so embarrassing, too. What if you're, like, a messy... Like, my backpack was always a mess.
Can you see Michael's backpack? Like, it's just like... Can you imagine as a girl, though? Like, pads and tampons and stuff.
Yeah.
No piece of no extra underwear putting in the backpack.
Absolutely not.
I feel so bad because I saw people were saying that they just have to buy that. They don't get to pick out backpacks. And I saw Tennessee was doing that. I don't know if it's the whole state or not. And I was like, damn. And I was like, ugh.
It's sad, but honestly, I mean, as a parent, it would make me feel a little better. Just because you never know, you know.
But it goes back to that thing that bad people are always going to find ways to do stuff.
That's true.
And it's the good people who follow rules. They're the ones who have to be implementing the rules.
Mm-hmm.
But like this uniform policy, the kids have a 100% mandatory uniform this year. Let's see how many people are going to actually follow that now, because I feel like now we're having issues with logos and name brands. I feel like there's kids who are just going to show up and be like, kick me out.
They said that they will make you sit in the office. 'Cause last year it was like you could opt out, which I thought was really stupid. Like, why even enforce uniforms? And if you're able to opt out,
so many people apparently complained that it was like a public school and they should be able to have a choice, which is what it was last year. And I'm glad that
every public school that I went to, mandatory. We had to wear mandatory uniforms.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Grady Elementary. Mandatory uniforms. Like, you weren't allowed to wear whatever you wanted. That was a public school. Actually, I went to a million public schools and I had to wear uniforms at every single one.
I didn't have any. When I went to private school, there was one public school in New Jersey that there was uniforms. But once I moved to Florida, every school I went to was wear whatever you want.
Yeah, that wasn't my case. At least I went to school in Hillsborough County, so I don't know. But it was all uniforms. And yeah, you'll have to sit in the office and your parents have to come get you. And they said that you'll lose your spot.
It's crazy because it goes back to that whole thing with like the bad kids are going to do bad stuff no matter what. How last year, mind you, I'm trying to figure out what I can say that's like not giving out too much information. The school that the kids go to isn't a school that you just like everyone and anyone can go to.
Yeah, there's a lottery. You have to be on a lottery to get in.
Yeah, and you would think that like that would bring well-behaved kids who want to be there and whatnot. How many fights did we see last year go down? And like I was like, this isn't like a regular public school. Why are there so many fights? People being jumped?
No.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, and there's schools in like a really nice area too. So
I know that makes no fucking sense. So
I'm just curious to see. They said it was zero. Last year, like I said, was their first year opening, and they were really short on staff and a lot of stuff. But this year, they said that there's zero tolerance. Did you see? So, like I said, their school's a lottery. Like you have to apply to be able to go. There's parents on there that have like 3 kids and only 2 of their kids got accepted.
I did see that, which made no sense because I was under the impression that once one kid was approved, the siblings were also automatically approved.
Not if there's any room.
But I thought they were grandfathered in. I thought that's what the whole point of like let's say Bryce wasn't even in the school yet and Michael was in. If Michael gets in the second year, then Bryce should automatically be able to get in as well.
Yeah, but not if there's any room. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, that sucks.
Both the kids are in because they were both in last year. So they get automatically in. Okay. But these kids, her 2 kids were in, it was her 3rd kid that was trying to get into kindergarten. But they have the kids, it's a VPK too. So the kids from VPK get to go to kindergarten. They were already full.
Oh, damn.
So she's like, what do I do?
That sucks. So yeah, do you pull your kids out? Do you keep your kids in 2 separate schools? I think I would keep both kids in separate schools until you could figure it out.
Yeah. See if someone gets kicked out or
they get kicked out. The first week of uniforms, there might be parents who think they're defiant and can get away with stuff.
And then just try again next year because it is a really good school. I immediately, once I saw who the principal was for the school, I immediately pulled the kids from their other school and was like, no, they need to go here. She's amazing. A great lady. So yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. And like I said, it's a really nice school. I like that they have like Michael's in the robotics program, which he's been dying to go into, which is super cool. He's really excited about that. And it's a nice school, so we'll see.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see all the tea about Carline. I love our little group that we're a part of.
Oh my god.
The drama.
Did you see that they were saying that no one's allowed to complain about Carline this year?
Yeah. No one's allowed to complain. They're already like implementing their own rules. I just love, my favorite part about this group, it makes me nervous sometimes because like they take pictures of the cars when they're complaining and I get anxiety every single time. I'm like, is that my car? Is that Megan's car? Is it one of us? Or if the husbands are going to pick them up and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna see that red Jeep. I know it.
I'm already having so much anxiety for like the first we're doing Walker again, right? Because I think that's what I told the kids.
I think that was the best bet. First of all, remember when we said that we were going to work out and be healthy while we were doing Walker?
Tiffany, that was last year, okay?
And instead of us actually walking, we just drove as close as we could.
I think it only took it raining one time, and we were like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore.
I know. That was short-lived, very short-lived.
It was so hot. And then it was cold, and we're like, no.
I mean, I think we should at least try again. I mean, within the first 2 weeks, I think we should, just because
I don't know.
I want to keep my car as far away as possible.
Yeah.
One, I don't want my picture on there. And two, people don't know how to drive. Like, I just don't know how they all forget. Like, your kids are in the car. Kids are all around. I remember seeing cars hauling ass and, like, these big pickups who couldn't see kids because they're smaller almost running into these kids. And I'm like, are you fucking serious?
Well, they also don't have crossing guards. Yeah. They can't. Yeah, they don't have enough crossing guards. So these kids are literally just like, I mean, little kids too, which is why I was so like, no, Bryce needs to have Michael walk with him, because I was so afraid like someone wasn't going to be able to see Bryce or, whatever, because it is a VPK through 8th grade school. Bryce is tiny. It was just a lot. And people doing like 3-point turns like on a one-way street.
I cannot with these turns.
Like, are you kidding me?
Everyone forgot how to drive.
I know.
It's basically what it is. And no one's letting anyone in. No one's being kind or gracious. Everyone's just like, me, I need to go. And it's like, you're ruining it. And that fucking roundabout shit.
Girl, absolutely. I hate the roundabout. I refuse to go through the roundabout.
I hate it so much. No one knows the amount of times I have to honk my horn and be like, are you fuck? That's how I start my morning. Every single day. Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
because you have to use the roundabout.
Yeah, right? I have to no matter what. And then people get close to hitting me, or they see me and they're just like looking at me as they're cutting me off, and they think I'm not going to say anything. One, I put my car close. Let's get in an accident. I need my bills to be paid. Like, let's go. I have no fear. Poor Michael in the background.
I'm gonna break my neck
today. And I see when they look at me, and especially like men, for some reason, men think that like they can just instill the fear in women, and they'll just like rev their engine up and be like, bitch, I could do it too. But remember that semi-truck?
Not a semi-truck.
There was a semi-truck.
And it's just hilarious too, because I know how you be looking in the morning, girl. And I know how I be looking in the morning. That 7 a.m. drop off. Absolutely not.
Ooh, that semi-truck though. We're just going to do a quick story time. There was one time I was dropping the kids off, and there was a semi-truck who we have to like merge. And when you merge, if you guys don't know, I'm going to teach you right now. It's one car first, another car afterwards, one car, like everyone takes turns. However, the car in front of me was not letting anyone in. He was selfish. I get that. That's wrong of him. This semi-truck was so upset of the car in front of me that he cut me off, even though it was supposed to be like every other person. I was letting him know every other person. And he's like, that car didn't let anyone in, so now I'm not doing it. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. So he honked his horn while I was mid-talking to him that he was wrong. He's so lucky I didn't have anything in there. I was ready to lose my mind. I'm blowing the horn like a fucking lunatic, telling Megan, I was like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him. Losing my mind. This little, like, I don't even know what car I had at the time. It was probably the Jeep. This little Jeep versus a semi-truck. I was ready to go. I was like, let's go. Take me right now.
And she's like, I'm gonna get into a fight today. And I was like, no.
So pissed.
Don't do it.
Thinking your little fucking big-ass horn is gonna scare me. And I was ready to get out the car, too. I was like, let's go. We'll make it even though I'm so smaller. I don't give a damn.
7 o'clock in the morning. Then she was on her way to my house.
I know. I was so pissed.
Absolutely not. Yeah. And that roundabout's the fucking worst, too. Because it has one area that you come into the roundabout is coming directly off the highway. 2 is to go to the school. And then 3 is to like...
It's going to a different school.
Yeah, to a different school. And it's a 2-lane roundabout, too. It's not even, like, the one.
And God forbid you're in the wrong one. You're like, shit, and then you just, like, quickly have to swerve. It's fucking terrifying.
And then it's like, okay, and then the people are like, go. And it's like, I don't need to go in this out lane. I need to go in the middle lane. I can't go right now because then I won't be able to get over. And I'm not like 3 lane. It's just, it gives me so much anxiety. I purposely could take the roundabout and get to school an easier way, but I don't. I go the back roads. Like, I will not be caught.
Some people take that roundabout like 50 miles an hour. I'm like, it's not a ride.
And I hate it when we have to go to your house after school drop off because then I gotta go on the damn roundabout. And I'm like, oh, absolutely not. I hate it.
No, some people take it like a fucking ride. You just see them 1 minute this way and they're like, Zoom! And I'm like, God damn.
And then the people that just like risk it all don't even stop or nothing. And I'm like, y'all gotta stop something or yield, whatever it is.
No, it's insane.
God, I hate it so much.
I hate everyone. I don't even have time to take pictures and complain on the site either. I'm just so like, I'm yelling, actually, is what I'm doing. So if you hear anyone yelling, it's probably me, and I apologize in advance.
Can we talk about how okay, so ever since, I think it was like kindergarten or first grade, Tiffany and I have been in PTA. How many PTAs have we been to? How many PTA meetings? 0.
But in our defense, we paid the dues.
I paid.
Yeah, we paid the money.
At Grady Elementary, I paid, and I got the little wristband. I paid the PTA.
We paid money.
But
they took our money.
I never have been involved in the PTA ever.
Every single time I saw the email, I deleted it. I was like, nope.
Never been to a meeting. You know, one time at one of his, at Michael's when he was at Grady, I think he was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, it was that time it was just me and you going to the Christmas concert. Mm-hmm. And I was saving you a seat. I had baby Bryce in the carrier or whatever. And I'm saving Tiffany a seat. And I got there super early because I wanted to make sure that I got a good seat. And it was in the middle of a PTA meeting, and they were like voting on the new track. And they were like, if you're in favor of the track, say aye. And I'm like, aye. And that was the closest I ever got to a fucking PTA meeting.
Girl, you're also texting me at the same time. You're like, hurry up and come. I don't want them to talk to me.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
That's how you're desperate when you're at the PTA meeting and you're wanting the new wife to come so you can have a conversation with her. Yeah, that was
like before we were just texting back and forth. We weren't even like friends. It was just more of like a hi, I'm here, where are you? I saved a seat conversation. Basically, that
Megan said I'm picking the lesser evil.
I know. I was like, please come here. I don't want to be by myself. But I did join the PTA. I'm joining the PTA. I haven't yet, but I'm going to join the PTA. And if you do join the new Facebook pages, you'll see me in there.
Well, doing your little comments.
I'm doing the comments. I'm like, I can't wait to meet all the other moms. Can I wait? Yes. But I'm on there being like active, trying to be more active. I'm going to attempt my hardest this year because I do want to be like, I do want to get to know the other moms, especially since Michael's getting older and he's going to want to start hanging out with his friends more outside of school. I want to get to know the other moms and, you know, I don't know. I'm trying. I don't know.
I remember when we volunteered for Bryce's field trip thing, that as soon as it was lunchtime, we were like, are we ready to go?
I know, we're like, hey, we're going to go. Our moms are like, what the hell? But we also didn't bring a lunch either. I didn't know we were supposed to bring a lunch.
We forgot lunches, and that lady kept screaming at her daughter over and over.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say the name. She just had me dying.
I love her. I wonder if she's in the same grade as Bryce. I wonder if she's going to be at soccer.
She was in Bryce's soccer and not Bryce's class.
She was in Bryce's class. Grade. It was the grade though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It'd be so funny if she was in Bryce's class this year. Yeah, kids are doing soccer again. Which is going to be a whole nother commitment. But it honestly...
We did so good as soccer moms, though. We had drinks. We were chilling. We got little chairs. We did a little Go Michael where he was pissed as hell.
I know. And this year, I think it'll be easier, too, because practice is only once a week, and it's on Mondays, which he gets out of school early on Monday anyway. Bryce is going to be on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. And I think it'll be a lot easier. We should definitely get that chair, though.
No, I agree. First of all, that'd be great content. We did some of our best TikToks on that soccer field.
Yeah, that's the chair that went viral.
Yup, that was the chair debate. If you guys were a part of Chairgate, Chairgate happened during soccer. That was the best time ever.
We had so many great times during soccer. It's just the soccer that sucked was the beginning when all the bugs were out because it was fucking hot as shit. So we definitely need to get... Tiffany and I saw this chair on Amazon. It's a 2-people chair. It's connected.
Oh, wait. We're talking about different chairs. I'm so sorry.
Which chair are you talking about?
I thought you were talking about that 6 one. That remember that the guy pulled out? It was like, boom, and it was like 6 cheeks.
I don't want to sit that close to Mike and Travis.
Okay, wait. What chair are you talking about now? I'm going to have to look it up.
I think that they're very... I don't know.
Was it the rocking chair?
I'm talking about the one that came with the tent. And it had a tent around it, and it had a fan inside. And then we said that we could put, like, a heater in there for the winter. And it had a cooler. Remember?
I'm looking it up right now.
It literally had a cooler and, like, a little table. And it had a tent that you could, like, walk inside to keep the bugs out. And it came with a fan. It was, like, $150.
Damn, we're going to have to look for it.
Because listen, Michael's soccer Bryce's only goes until, I think, December. It's from October to December. Michael's goes from October until February. So we go from literally summer to winter. So it gets hot and cold. We need to prepare for all the seasons.
I don't know, but remember this one that it was like just close it up and
it was like that, except it was a 2-people one.
Okay, we'll have to look
for it. And I'm 100% sure it had a cooler too. And a fan, because I was like, that'll be nice.
I don't see the fan. I see a lot of these.
I mean, that would be nice too. We needed something with shade for sure, especially for the games.
A shade, a cooler.
Yeah. Something
Maybe
we
the
could
little
attach a fan
privacy
to.
screen that you can close up when you think people are
Yes.
being a little too friendly, or
Mm-hmm.
those soccer balls that were coming at
Yeah,
us.
that's what we needed too. Was there was soccer balls kicked everywhere, and then it lets people know like, do not approach.
Oh, I agree.
If the door is closed, do not approach.
I love that for us.
Which damn, I know I got a boating bag, but I need to get a soccer bag together because remember all the times we needed bug spray? And I had to borrow that lady's, and I used like half the thing.
We need to definitely have a little kit of stuff. We
Mm-hmm.
also need the soccer mom shirts now if this is official. I know
Yeah.
year 1 we were testing the waters, but now year 2 I'm gonna have a soccer ball on my little left titty saying that I'm soccer mom.
Yeah, we need some shirts for sure.
Because I can't, I'm busy being a soccer mom.
Something like that. We need to do some kind of like soccer mom attire. Michael actually likes soccer. It's like the only thing that we could really get him to do, and I think it's going to be like maybe his thing. And it'll be great going into high school too, because if they have a team or something wherever he goes to high school,
Yeah,
he can do it. I know Bryce likes it. It keeps him busy. And it's not too much of a commitment. Like I said, it is like in the fall and in the spring. So,
not that bad.
when it's not spring, it's till February. But
Winter?
yeah, and it's nice and cool out. We're not completely dying.
We need to do those shirts that everyone keeps talking about where it's like mom, stepmom, dad, stepdad that like went viral. Like I've never seen any other shirt like that go viral. I think we should do them. I think they'd be super cute.
Yeah. Then get Bryce one and Michael one.
Yep. I think that'd be amazing.
That'd be cute.
But yeah, that's what we're dealing with this week.
Yeah, can we talk about, and this is totally off subject and has nothing to do with anything, but can we talk about, what was I going to bring up?
I don't know, I'm scared.
It was, the Ariana Grande drama.
I mean, we didn't do a news thing today, but I feel so bad because I was in such denial. Because, at first they said that she was with a SpongeBob person, the voice actor.
She is with a SpongeBob person.
No, she's not. SpongeBob person's gay.
Oh, she's with the SpongeBob guy, but the musical SpongeBob guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were saying that she was with the voice actor, and he's like, no, I'm happily married. Like, I'm not with her. And
I knew it wasn't that guy. I knew it was the guy from the SpongeBob musical.
Which had me dying, because I was like, people say anything. So when they said the second thing, the second guy that she was with, and I was like, people start rumors to start rumors. I was like, it's probably not true. And then I saw the divorce thing, and I was like, it's probably not true. Then I saw more and more articles, and I was like, damn, girl, why you gotta do
Then his
like
wife
that?
came out.
I'm here defending her left and right, and I'm like, really? Like,
girl, I never defended that girl a day in my life. She did the same thing with Pete Davidson, with Big Sean.
Who was with Pete Davidson with?
I don't know who he was with.
I don't think she. Well, the issue with Pete Davidson is because she was with, what's his name, Mac Miller or whatever, and he was like going through his mental health stuff, and then she got with Pete.
Pete Davidson. He was with someone, and then he broke up with her, his girlfriend. Literally the next day on Instagram, he announced he was in a relationship with Ariana Grande.
Really?
Yes. The same thing happened with Big Sean and Naya Rivera.
Really?
Yes, girl. That's why she's in so much trouble. Not just that, but then the wife came out and was like, we were in a happy marriage. Like, I have no idea where this came from, because he just like came out to her and like asked for divorce. I don't know. She said that they were working on things or something.
It was separated maybe for 5 or 6 months, so it wasn't like a long time. But yeah, they said that they were separated.
No, it wasn't 5 or 6 months, because literally on Mother's Day, like, he said that I love you so much, like, you're the best mom ever. She went out to the set in July or something like that. Maybe July, I'm not sure. But a couple months later, she went out and met with him in England where they were filming the movie. And Ariana Grande met the baby.
Really?
And met the wife. Yeah. And said that she can't wait to have a family one day, and was like holding the baby?
Damn.
Not the baby.
He's not even that cute though.
Girl,
like, I'm so confused when I was like looking at all this, and I was like, what does he have though? Because he's not that cute to be doing all this shit.
She was just bored. She was bored, I guess.
Which is insane, because she's getting divorced from that guy, or maybe already got divorced. I can't remember what the timeline of the divorce is or not, because they didn't have enough time to be in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, you're going to go be in another relationship. Like, I just don't get with celebrities. If you don't have time, then don't have time.
Girl, I don't know.
You get in with one and out with the other. Like,
it's messy. And now, because, she's getting all this backlash, right? She's getting so much backlash. She said she's taking a break. She said that she's given him some space to go figure out things with his wife.
To finalize the divorce and figure it out and whatnot. And I'm just like,
People are saying that she's calling it quits. That she changed her mind. And so they said that he's groveling for his wife back.
Well, now his fucking marriage, relationship, custody thing is all ruined.
I felt so bad because I of course, like, obviously I went down this whole rabbit hole and watched all this stuff, and people on TikTok were saying, they were like, Ariana Grande is Ariana Grande, super mega A-list star, like, she will be fine, like, this will all blow over and she'll continue making music or whatever. This guy's career is literally ruined because of this. Like, this is what he will be remembered for his entire life.
Damn. I didn't know
like,
who the
he's
fuck
not going to get fucking
anyways.
hired for anything. Like, no one's going to want ugly SpongeBob man. Like, no offense. That's rude. But, you know what I mean?
You
like,
just call him ugly SpongeBob.
No, but it's true. Like, Ariana Grande, like, she's obviously way out of his league. Like, she will be fine.
Yeah.
This guy,
have another boy toy soon.
Yeah, this guy is going to be ruined forever. Like,
that sucks to suck, but hey, you make your bed, you lay in it.
Exactly. I don't feel bad for him at all. He made his choice. He left his fucking wife and the baby.
That's insane.
For fucking Ariana Grande. Girl, I don't know. Also, Lizzo, there's so much drama going on right now. Like, I just don't even know.
Lizzo, I feel it's not that I feel bad for her. I feel like we need to figure shit out. What the hell is going on? Because if it's one person, I would be like, okay, like, someone could be bad, mad, pissed off, or whatever. 3 people, what's going on? Like, and I know that she said that it wasn't her, that it was someone in her thing or whatever, but, like, you are who you surround yourself with. Who in your fucking team thought it was good to, like, talk about people's bodies when you're this whole, like, body empowerment person? Like, you didn't nip that shit in the bud instantly?
Not just that. People are saying that, like, one, there's video. I didn't look at the videos or anything like that.
I'm a creep later.
Apparently there's videos, and people were saying that it, like, was Lizzo. Like, Lizzo was going and, like, calling people fat and stuff, and, like, having them, like, re-audition for hours, and that girl, like, needed to go to the bathroom.
I know, she
and
soiled herself or something.
Yeah, because of 12-hour audition, making them do, like, these sexual things at, like, these strip clubs overseas and stuff, and just, like, all this crazy shit.
I think it's insane. Like, I know... I don't know. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know if she was aware of it. People said that she was, and she didn't do anything. She said she wasn't aware. I don't know what's going on, but, like...
I need more information on the whole Lizzo thing.
Yeah. Like, keep your shit in check. And mind you, we are in 2023, guys. Like, if you don't think how you treat people you work with is not going to come back and bite you in the ass... Everyone has phones. Everyone has cameras. Everyone talks. Like, I just don't get how we're in this day and age, and you think, what? You treating someone poorly is going to be swept under the rug? No one's going to know? I just don't get it. It's insane. I get people aren't as famous as you and as big as you, but, like, the truth will come out.
Period.
It's so amazing that people don't understand that right now.
Yep.
So, it is what it is. We'll see what happens.
No, it just sucks because she was like, the face of, like, bigger women's bodies empowerment. You know what I mean? Like, she was like, I'm a big girl. What was her lyric? I'm a thick bitch. I need tempo, or whatever it was. Like, she was out there and she was doing the damn thing, like.
Yeah.
And if this is her true colors or whatever, I mean, it's just so shitty, like, she had such a great positive force around her, and, could have done so much, and for her to turn around allegedly.
I know. I'm curious to see how it progresses and stuff like that, because you still never know. I never want to diminish any, like, victims' feelings and stuff like that, but something's going on, needs to be figured out. It's not just one person; it's 3 people. So
I like Lizzo. Like, I like the message she was putting out there. I mean, did help a lot of women, and it's just shitty. We talk about Doja Cat too. Like, I was on TikTok a lot this weekend, obviously.
What the fuck happened with DojaCat?
You know what happened with Doja Cat? So she went on, like, a whole rant talking so poorly about her fans and saying she didn't give a shit about any of them. And
was it about something like they buy any albums or whatever?
I don't know. I'm not so big on the Doja Cat one. I just, like, started to go down that rabbit hole. So I guess, like, it all started because, like, someone was saying something like Doja Cat's fans were calling themselves, like, kittens or something. And she was basically saying that they were stupid for calling them that, and, like, I don't know, just talking so much shit, calling all of her fans stupid and saying, like, don't follow me, like, I don't even like you guys, like, really? You guys are so stupid for buying my music. And, like,
I think I saw that. I think that was coming around in the last few months that she's been saying stuff like that.
She's been saying you gotta look it up. Like, she's been doing all kinds of shit. And people are just like, what the hell is going on? People are saying that she's trying to get out of her contract or something. So she's trying to, like, self-sabotage herself.
Ruin it. Yeah. That's weird, though, because if you're trying to end your contract, how you gonna get that? How you get that following back?
I have no idea. She's lost, like, almost 1 million followers on Instagram.
Really? Mm-hmm. Damn. No, I didn't hear that. I don't really listen to her a lot, just, like, the hits and stuff. But damn, that really sucks.
So yeah, once I started going down the Ariana Grande, I got all this other celebrity gossip that
was
on my
you're just going through all the tea. That's like me when I go on TikTok and I accidentally see people post on TikTok when, like, they're recording, like, Karens out in the world, and I'm like, ooh, look at all this drama. And then I'm there for 6 hours later and I'm watching every single drama unveil, and I'm like, damn, is there no positivity on TikTok anymore?
I know. Mine is like the TikTok drama, the Eras tour with Taylor Swift and raccoons.
I love that for you.
That's it.
I cannot.
That's it. That's all it is. So
I love that. Let's see if we haven't. I need a bestie because I forgot to check that. So my bad. We are still going to do fromblended. Just kidding. We are still going to do I Need a Besties. If you guys need advice, you can send it in while we're on our little hiatus break. We'll just have them when we come back. So don't think that you can't use the email. Definitely use it up. We would rather have more than not enough. Okay. So I'm going to go. It says, hi, Megan and Tiffany. I got to make sure it's... All right. I didn't know if her name was one of those. I need a bestie who knows exactly what I'm going through. Hopefully my fellow Gemini and stepmama, Tiffany. Hey. Okay.
Aww.
Here's my dilemma. My family consists of myself, my husband, and my 2 stepkids. My husband has sole custody of his kids, so bio mom, the ex-wife, isn't around unless it's for approved visits. We have been married for about 2 years, and already we're getting the pressure from friends and family when we're going to try for our own little one. We live in the South, so I guess being almost 30, my biological clock is ticking. We have attempted to have a baby, but it isn't coming so easy. I get a bit annoyed because my husband has jokingly said it was... Hold on. It must be me because with his ex-wife, the pregnancies came so easily. Oh my, I didn't think that's what it said. I'm so sorry. I know, not a funny joke to me either. He also jokes that when we finally get pregnant, it's going to be twin boys. Not like that wouldn't be a blessing, but I'm a stepmom of 2 boys and I need some estrogen in the house. We can relate.
Did you write this? No.
I know pregnancy hasn't come so easily for Tiffany either, and girl, the struggle is real. My biggest question is, how do you stay positive through the constant disappointment, I think, of not having an easy pregnancy journey? I feel a little annoyed, jealous that it isn't coming so easily for me. Also, how would you address the comparing issue? Like, I just know that that's coming. Help me stay sane during this time. Ladies, love you both and your awesome family.
Aww. Thank you.
First of all, don't ever compare yourself. I would never compare myself. Even like to Megan's situation, I still love the kids. I know she has a completely different pregnancy journey or whatever that I'll ever have. Everyone's going to be different. His joke is not funny, but I also feel like men don't know how to act, I guess. Like,
that is the truth.
It still sucks because even my husband, I mean, he doesn't joke like that, but like, he's not going to be like very like emotional and caring knowing that it's a struggle. He'll joke about like, we can adopt a dog or something like that. Like, I think it's just a coping mechanism, which I know it sucks with the way he said it, but I think everyone just gets nervous in dealing with it. I know when I went through struggles, especially with miscarriages and stuff like that, me and Mike mourned in 2 very different ways. It did take a long time for me to actually understand and realize, though, that men also feel pain during miscarriages, because that is like something that I did not, like, I thought it was me alone, like going through it and suffering through it, and it took a long time and a lot of like reading other people's journeys to understand like the men also go through it as well, maybe a little more silently because they have to be there for the women. I forgot what the question was. I'm so sorry.
She said, like, how do you stay positive?
Yeah. I think staying hopeful. I say all the time, which also probably helps when people are like, when are you going to have like your own kids? I'm like, I already have 2. Like, I hate when people say that. I know what people mean, but like, don't take the fact that because the kids aren't biologically mine that like I don't have kids. Like, I have 2. And if at the end of the day, Bryce and Michael are the only 2 kids I have, like, I'm happy with that. People thinking that I don't have a real kid until like it looks exactly like me is a little insensitive, because I mean, you have children through many different ways. So I think just take it like that. Don't stress about it. Don't compare yourself. And enjoy the fact that you do at least have the blessing of having stepkids. I mean, I always say, like, that's the next best thing. If I never have kids ever, at least I have two that I'm growing up with and raising and struggling and dealing with the same exact things. I mean, Megan and I talk about it all the time. It's not like I'm going through something different than she does when she has kids. Like, we are complaining by the exact same things. Like, one kid does not smell better in one house than the other. They'll stink no matter what. Like, we go through the same things.
We're both raising a teenager for the first time at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I would just think of that. Think of it in the positive. Don't stress yourself out, and understand, which it took a lot of time for me to understand, that there's so many other options of having a kid besides getting pregnant. There's adoption. There's surrogacy. There's so many other things. And just understanding that you do have options, so you don't have to feel hopeless.
Less than.
Yeah, I think is the best thing that I can give you. But we get you. I'm so sorry.
I hope you get pregnant. Send in some baby dust your way.
Yes.
All right. And that is our last episode of the season. We will see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.